Hey everybody, Old Man Alchemist here with our initial episode and playthrough of Ash and Steel, the demo. Of Ash and Steel is supposed to be coming out November 6th. That's about a week and a half, 2 weeks away. Um, I've had this game on my radar, and full disclosure, I had tried it, the demo, and wasn't very happy with it. And then I read some of the responses from the devs in their Discord, and I said, let me give it another shot. So here we are. I'm going to take into account some of the things that the devs said because the combat felt so clunky. And they said, well, you're just starting out and you're a cartographer, so you don't know anything. And yeah, you don't have a map because you don't know the lay of the land. And you're going to have to look and you're going to have to find, and we're not going to hold your hand. So, all that being said and done, let's go ahead and give it an honest try. So here we go. And we'll go ahead and do classic. Just because, if I don't, my friends will be calling me all kinds of horrible names. So here we go.
For centuries, the Kingdom of the Seven prospered under a wise and generous ruler. Chosen by the gods, he united the seven major islands and gave their inhabitants what they needed most: peace, order, and a single faith. The islands lived in harmony for generations, united not only by friendly relations, but also by close economic ties. Though great distances separated the islands, merchant ships frequented the trade routes, and the Kingdom of the Seven flourished. This prosperity endured for a long time, but the king's influence could not remain strong everywhere forever, and the soldiers of his order have faded away amidst peace and plenty. Basalt, the seventh island, was the first to stop sending out trade ships, and there has been no word from the sixth island for some time now. Worrisome rumors of islands seceding and declaring independence started to circulate in the capital.
Tristan! Tristan! You alive in there? Open the door, you can die later.
Damn it, Medez.
Never fear, princess.
I'll break down this prison door and have you freed in no time.
Seriously?
Sorry, I got carried away. Did you just wake up? Everyone's wondering where you are.
Wait, surely it can't be. It's not today.
Well, yeah. Everyone's been at the Guildhall all morning waiting for you. Wilbert finally sent me to wake you up. Said to bring you in dead or alive.
Damn it all.
What's all the commotion about anyway? Is old Willie trying to give you more work?
Well, you could say that, yeah.
You only just finished that last job. Why didn't he give this one to one of us instead?
The work involves maps that I made.
Which maps? The ones you were doing for 6 months?
Not those. The ones of Greyshaft.
The fifth island? I could have told them what they need to know.
I doubt that. I experimented with a new way of charting the reef locations. The Mioran system.
Oh, so you're saying that it's your own fault, huh?
I suppose so.
Finally! About time!
So, you said everyone's waiting at the Guildhall?
Not anymore. Those armoured lumps got all nervous and headed off. They're at the port. Said to have you come and meet them there. Who are they anyway?
Old friends of Willie's. That's my understanding of it.
From the Order. Armour, cloaks, stony faces. Never thought Willie would have those kind of friends.
Well, only one of them's a friend, apparently. Captain Gellert. The other's just his second in command. Serdar's his name.
Well, that would explain why they're so attached at the hip.
Look lively!
What are you reaching for, you clod? Bring those here.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Where's Jonak? Anyone seen Jonak?
will flog the hide off you for that.
So, here we are. This is where we part.
Here we are. What? You're not coming to see me off?
I saw you off from your house. Willie already gave me a scolding when he sent me to fetch you. And I don't really want to catch his eye again.
What did he scold you for?
I thought it was going to be an ordinary day at work, so I took a little nap.
Sleeping on the job? The dares.
You'll want to talk. Well, I hope you have a good trip, and come back soon. You might even make it in time for Titan's Day.
That's right. You know, I was going to invite Kaylee.
That's the way it goes. Can't help it. You won't have time for the fairer sex with all this order business. Safe travels, Triss.
So long, my friend.
Tristan, my boy, what took you so long?
I'm sorry, Master Wilbert. I got the days mixed up.
Well, nothing to be done. At least you're here now.
If you'd have taken any longer, your master would have had to sail off in your place.
But don't think you would have gotten off easy.
Don't scare the poor man. There's no harm in waiting a little.
I ordered you to be here at noon. Follow my commands exactly from here on out. This isn't a pleasure cruise.
Yes, sir. I apologize.
That's the last thing I need.
Gennett,
What?
can I speak with you a moment?
Don't worry, cartographer. The captain isn't as stern as he looks. He'll grumble a bit and then calm down. You haven't forgotten where we're sailing, right?
An old cove on the southwest shore. The landing spot was chosen by your navigator to avoid the harbor.
Ah, see? Your memory's still sharp. So you have no problem deciphering all those clever squiggles on your map. What possessed you to chart everything in the Mioran way?
Theirs is the most accurate system.
Ah, I see. Greyshaft's reefs have been the ruin of many, so accuracy's a must. Oh yes, I meant to ask you last time. Any chance you can handle a sword?
Somewhat.
Did you do your military service on Tantarus?
Like everyone else. So, if you give me a sword, I can put it to use.
I'd like to hope it won't come to that. We need your skills as a cartographer, not a swordsman first and foremost.
And if a fight does happen, no need to worry. We can always protect you.
I feel better already.
Tristan,
Yes, Master Wilbert?
take this. I expect a full detailed report. Write down every step you take. I'll check it when you get back.
Of course, Master Wilbert. You can always count on me.
I certainly hope so. Right then, honorable knights. Tristan, as they say, 7 winds guide you.
Every blessing, my friend. The one will watch over you.
Farewell, sir.
Those clouds don't bode well, Commander. I don't like this weather. We can wait a day or two, can't we? Greyshaft isn't going anywhere.
Not possible. The General's orders were clear. Immediately. The volcanoes will soon awaken.
The Blight. It's coming now?
So it seems. Our path to Greyshaft could well be cut off. Orders are orders. Rally our brothers, Sirdar. We need to get underway while the sailors are still sober.
Hear that, cartographer? Bad weather, volcanoes, sweaty men in a cramped cabin. Not worth trading your soft bed in the capital for, is it?
Nothing to do for it. Our duty calls.
Speak sense, Tristan. As for the soft bed, it'll be all the softer once this is over. Now muster those lazy sods, Sirdar.
Ready, nuns? Straighten your habits and get on the ship. It's time to head out.
There are many different opportunities to interact with the world in Greyshaft, from starting a dialogue with a character to opening and picking up objects. So let's ease our suffering. Oh my.
Oh, cartographer! What do you think of Greyshaft?
Not quite what I expected.
I can see that. Your face is the exact color of the island. Have you been to see Emmett? He's our physician.
I'm looking for him now.
You'll find him that way. Ask him for a concoction or some herbs to chew. Come find me when you're feeling better. There's something we need to discuss.
Okay, it wants us to go talk to the physician, but before we do that, I always like to just look around my immediate area, or this starting area, for whatever it is it's going to allow me to pick up. Because getting goodies
Key would be useful
are
here.
always nice. And, you know, we can talk to a couple of people too.
Feckin'! What are you want?
What are you yelling about?
What's it to you? Leave me alone.
All right. It's just that the Knights are on a secret mission, and here you are shouting loudly enough to be heard on the other islands.
Hey, shouting, am I? We unloaded some of the provisions from the ship, and had barely put them on the ground when these pests swarmed them.
What pests?
Those blight-blasted bugs. Feckin' insects. If they tear through all our food, I'll be flogged for certain.
Do you want me to try and shoo them away? I guess I could stomp on them, or...
No, I already tried that. The quartermaster walloped me good for disturbing everyone. I know what you can do. How's about you squash them all? Give them a good thrumping.
How would I don't even have a weapon.
What do you need weapons for? Squash those bastards underfoot. Just rid me of this plague, for seven's sake.
Okay, that dude just said he tried to stomp him. Or actually, Tristan said, you want me to stomp him. And he said, the twisted guy said, no, I already tried that, but hey, you can go ahead and squash him. Isn't stomp and squash the same thing? Whatever. So, we talked to him. And, let's just look around. See what we can see.
What?
He don't want to talk.
What?
He don't want to talk either. Okay, I got a stamina potion and a bottle of milk. Here's a bug. He just got squashed good. What does this guy have to say?
Hey, stop right there. Where do you think you're going?
I guess nowhere.
Where's the physician?
Way over there.
I don't see him.
Alright, so we can't go say hi to him. What about this guy?
Hey.
What? I'm not asleep. The knight told me to guard the...
Oh, it's you.
Aye.
The Order's navigator, right? Not exactly. I'm a cartographer. Aren't those the same thing? How's your work going here?
I've been working my arse off. Who do you think's been cleaning up after you this whole time? By the seven, have some shame.
Yeah. Sorry. I had no idea that would happen.
It's fine. Must be tough being a seasick navigator.
Cartographer. That's what he said. Have you seen the physician?
He was around here somewhere talking to one of your knights.
All right, let us continue with our looking and pilfering. What do we get? Peasant lass. There's a bug. Okay, we just stomped on him real quick.
Weather looks grim.
We'll come back. I know who those two guys are, so I just want to look around.
Calm yourself, man! I can't calm myself.
Okay. Can't talk to him.
A sorry sight.
Can't talk to him.
Bandits around here have grown fearless.
Who's this guy?
Hello. Do you know where...
You're the cartographer, right?
This morning I was.
You have it rough, cartographer.
Well, maybe a little rougher than you. Are you hiding near to smoke?
Can't smoke in front of the others. It's all, give me a hit, Squid. Share with us, Squid. And I only have enough Ruckmane for a few more.
What's Ruckmane?
What titan did you fall off of? It's what we smoke on Greyshaft. We were the first, and we taught the whole kingdom the habit.
We? Are you from Greyshaft?
This morning I was.
Why didn't you stock up on Ruckmane before we left the starter?
Think you're so clever, do ya? Haven't heard that it's banned from a starter to basalt, then?
No, I didn't know that. Why is it banned?
That's enough, asker of questions. Let me smoke on my native shore in peace.
Why Squid?
There, Stinger knows. Where does anyone get their nicknames? Squids don't smoke, I don't think.
Do you know where the physician is?
No idea. Haven't seen him, don't need him. This beauty here keeps me safe from all ills.
Does anyone have something to smoke in here?
Well, I think I saw the Order physician had some tobacco. Haven't asked him about it yet.
You said it. My horns are aching again. Been trying all sorts of ointments. Nothing helps. This weather's been mad lately. Sunny and rainy and sunny again. Remember how things used to be? This is nothing in comparison. Bandits around here have grown fearless. Someone was robbed right in the outskirts. What?
Excuse me.
What do you need?
Hi, I'm Tristan, the cartographer.
I know who you are. Doesn't change my question. What do you need?
I'm so nauseous I can hardly stand. I'm sick of looking at the contents of my stomach. Please help me.
Look, here, we're in dire straits. Some sod forgot to keep an eye out on the water barrels back in the starter. Now half the crew's laid out from drinking bad water.
I see that.
Look closer. The sailors are shitting blood. Some of them right in the bunks. So what's that you say? You feeling a little queasy, are you?
Just wait a second and I'll show you.
You're a wise-ass boy, but here's what we'll do. I want to make these poor men a tincture. Already sent one of the sailors to fetch me boiled water. But for the best effects, I'll need some alcohol. There's brandy in my chest. It's locked. Here's the key. Bring me back brandy, and I'll figure something out for your queasiness. Deal?
Deal. I'll get you your liquor.
Someone was out wandering the streets. None. Can't see a single tucht in a fog like this. And nothing's likely to change. Can't trust anyone nowadays. heard a couple maulers howling at the walls yesterday. They've grown fearless.
Yes! 3 bottles of brandy. Should I give the physician all of them, or...?
When exploring rivers, lakes, and the sea, mind your stamina. If you exhaust completely, you will start to drown. Okay, well, we're not going to do that right now. I think we...
The bugs are dealt with.
Oh, lad, made us 7 hear your words, else another plague may come. In any case, thank you. Perhaps now I can get some rest.
Okay, we got that taken care of. Any other goodies around here? Nothing for the taking right now, huh?
Do you have them?
Do you have any root, mate?
Not at all.
Squid says he saw you had some.
Don't listen to the deckhands. Tall tales are all they're good for. Now leave me be. I've work to do.
Yep, I've got the brandy.
Okay, we can give them all 3 or 2.
There were only 2 bottles in the chest.
Some filthy dog probably nicked one and drank it. All right, cartographer, how's your nausea? Still suffering?
I wouldn't be standing here otherwise.
Here, drink this down and then leave. And go get some fresh air. Should kick in quickly.
Thanks.
Someone was out wandering the streets. Oh my bloody foolican last night.
You said it.
That was pretty icky.
Maybe I should move to the village. The city is sick. That was quite a performance, Tristan. Are you all right?
I don't know what happened. The physician gave me some sort of concoction. Said it'd work quickly.
Did he send you up for some fresh air?
Well, yeah.
Must have given you an emetic. He loves playing jokes like that.
Some bloody joke.
Look on the bright side, Tristan. You can't be queasy if your stomach's empty, so he did help you, in a way. Even if it wasn't very pleasant. You're feeling better now, right?
Yes, but it's...
Very good. Let's talk a bit. We've sailed almost halfway across the kingdom together, but I hardly know anything about you. This whole journey is like a dream come true for you, right?
Yes. Dealing with paperwork isn't exactly an adventure.
Is that what you think we're doing? Going on an adventure?
I do realise you're going to Greyshaft on important business.
Important, and also likely dangerous. Tell me, cartographer, what would you do if we encountered bandits? Remember, you stand before an Order knight. So answer truthfully.
Alright, these traits, I think you have like, that's going to be strength. This might be dexterity or something like that. One of them is insight, that's probably insight. But right now, I think the most important thing that you can have is as many strength attributes, and it looks like I haven't clicked through all of these. I just remember the first playthrough that I did that I didn't like it and didn't really give the game a chance. I think I picked Stay Out of the Way or Bargain with Them. I don't remember which one, but it gave insight, I think. Well, the other day, this. So we're going to try. I'd help you fight them off.
I'd help you fight them off.
And
I
we
wouldn't
got
have much
strength.
choice in the matter. I'd just grab something heavy and start hitting.
One help you. You are ambushed on your way to the privy. The bandits know you're not alone. Their knives are at your throat, and they're demanding you take them to our camp. What would you do, Tristan?
Again,
I'd put up a fight. If they start actually cutting me, I'd likely die anyway. So maybe I could break a few noses before I went.
You're an interesting one, cartographer. All right, run along to the navigator. He's getting impatient.
Cartographer, it's about time.
My bad.
Are you trying to placate me?
Trying to apologise. I know I wasn't any help with charting the course. In any case, I'm sorry for letting you down.
That'll do for starters. My name's Murray.
Triss.
Oh, brandy. You know what the last fella offered me?
Beer?
No, it's a long tale. Want to hear it?
Of course. Tell me.
I made a bet once with a sailor we called Horsefly. We were caught in a storm and ended up in the midst of some forsaken archipelago with no safe harbour or fresh water anywhere around. Just lizardfish and stingers. Horsefly worked in the galley. He started spreading panic. Say we'd been banished to the edge of the world, we'd never make it out. We'd die here and all that. Everyone was in low spirits at the time, so his words started sounding more and more true to them. The captain and the quartermaster stood there, stone-faced, knowing that the smallest action could lead to a riot in this atmosphere. Everyone understood. But after what Horsefly had said, I was stung by pride and suddenly had an idea on how to get out of the situation. So, I told Horsefly, edge of the world, never make it out. You think I'm your navigator, or just a useless sack of rat shite, you bastard. But he kept going. We're lost, we can't make it out, we'll fall into the jaws of a sea serpent. So I said to him, let's make a bet. If I can't chart us a course home, you can take my most valuable possession, whatever you can find. But if I can get us back to familiar waters, the second you admit we're safe, you must give me something that can't be found on the ship. And I knew that we'd polished off the last drop of spirits a week before. With no more grog, not even a splash of homebrew. If I do this, I said, then you, Horsefly, have to serve me alcohol the second I demand it. The whole crew fell silent. Horsefly came out of his panic to think, then agreed. The sailors all calmed down. They were all intrigued to find out if I could really find a way home. And they wondered, if it really did happen, how would Horsefly get me a drink? To tell you true, cartographer, I had a trick up my sleeve. The first thing any navigator worth his salt learns to look for in times like that is the cuckoo, our brother's favourite guiding star. It shines night and day, even if faintly. It had taken me a little while, but I had indeed spotted it. Then I knew approximately which way we needed to go, which is why I made such a bold bet. We drifted far, as you can believe, of course, but we did get back to friendly waters. With everyone listening, I announced that we were sailing past the all too familiar volcanoes, which meant it was time for me to wet my whistle. Buzzfly, however, was not without his own tricks. Turns out he had a small barrel of incredibly sour wine down in the galley, used to preserve things. All ceremonial-like, he presented me with that barrel and poured me a glass. As soon as the first sip touched my lips, it was as if time stopped. It was more like drinking the driest red vinegar in existence. I had never had anything so sour in my life. The sailors grinned, and all I could do was laugh and admit that he had fulfilled the terms of the bet quite spectacularly. We ended up mixing that wine with water and sugar and shared the resulting drink with the whole crew. Even the captain took a few sips. Those were good times, even though Horsefly is no longer with us.
That's quite the story.
All right, let's get to work, cartographer. The maps they sent you with were actually quite helpful. Your Captain Gellert warned me that they used a Mioran system or something, but I've managed to understand the gist of it. I've done a rough comparison with our charts. So, one willing, we've made it this far, but we've still got a rough journey ahead of us. Once your order gives the signal, you'll need to raise anchor and enter Grey Shaft Harbour like civilized folk. As I'm sure you understand, the reefs around the island are still a threat. While you were busy emptying your insides onto our deck, I charted this course too, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in your opinion. So, tell me, cartographer, how can we get to the port safely? This'll give me a chance to see how well you know your own maps too.
Be wary of large clusters of waves. They can be a sign of reefs, even though there aren't any in that area according to my maps. It's best to be on the safe side and avoid spots like that anyways.
I agree. I have to admit, I thought you'd be arrogant and refuse to doubt your own wonderful maps.
Better to doubt my maps than lose the entire ship. The course to the west is shorter. If we go around that side of the island, we'll reach the port in the least time possible.
Which would help us a lot, considering we're short on supplies and the crew's in bad shape. You're right, Tristan. Not bad. Not bad at all. You certainly know your stuff when you're not throwing up everywhere. How did you come to be a cartographer anyway?
I wanted to challenge myself. In a starter, they say cartography takes a lot of different skills.
Hey, I see. All right. Go report back to your captain. Well done, cartographer.
Okay.
Trying all sorts of ointments.
Can we? So, attributes.
Someone was out wandering the streets and yelling like a bloody...
Yeah, I think one is always strength, dexterity, 3 is stamina, 4 is insight, and 5 is fortitude, possibly. But I think we got enough strength now for wielding whatever weapons. We need to get some more skill points, though. We gotta go talk to the captain.
Life goes on.
Hang on, you're the cartographer, right? Tristan. That's what I heard the ordermen call you.
Well, you have me at a disadvantage then. I don't know your name.
The name's Rower. You don't have anything to drink on you, do you? The skipper confiscated all the booze before we set sail, so as not to get on your knight's bad side.
I don't. Sorry. I'm just looking for the physician.
Nothing at all. Don't go thinking I'm just a no-good drunk, by the way. Just that every time there's a storm, or even just bad weather, I get an ache.
in my heart and feel lousy enough to jump from the yardarms. But a good old portion of liquor makes everything right. And the noise in my head stops. What I wouldn't give for even a drop.
Sorry.
Damn it all.
The water. Please.
Not doing too well now, are you, brother? Told you that ordered physician was a lousy ash sucker.
That's for sure. And nothing's likely to change. This weather's been mad lately. Sunny, rainy, and sunny
like
again.
this.
My bones are aching again. The storm's coming. I can feel it.
Ah, Tristan. How are things with the Navigator?
Just fine. He's a fine fellow, and I'm sure we'll get on swimmingly.
Always full of jokes. The seasickness hasn't gotten the best of you yet, has it?
It certainly tried its hardest, Captain.
Call me Gellet. You're a civilian. There's no need for titles. You can speak freely. Have you had a good time?
I'm sorry?
Got nothing else to say, huh? Well, let's talk about something else then.
Have you known Wilbert for a long time?
A long time indeed. I broke his nose. Back when I was barely off the boat.
What? Really?
The ship had just arrived from Mior. I was still very young. I had managed to sneak on board and hide out in the hold. And I figured I'd be able to sneak back out when we got to a starter. But this fox spotted me. Came up to me with one hand behind his back and started asking questions about who I was and where I came from. I was not much of a talker back then, and I socked him right in between the eyes. He fell back onto his rump, stared at me wide-eyed and asked, "Why did you do that?" Then I saw that he was holding a loaf of bread in his other hand. He had wanted to give it to little urchin me, and so we made a trade. I gave him my filthy old kerchief to mop up the blood, and he gave me the bread. We've been in contact ever since.
A little boy alone in the ship's hold? Didn't your parents wonder where you went?
There was no one to wonder about me, Tristan. What about you? What do your parents think of your adventure?
I wouldn't know who to ask. I spent my childhood at the church orphanage.
Don't they tell you the names of your parents when you reach adulthood and leave the orphanage?
Yes, but only if you ask. And at that point, I really didn't care. Have you been to the 5th island?
Yes. Several years ago.
Was it an official trip? Did you go in through the harbour?
Too official, if you ask me. And not much more pleasant.
Why not?
Because we arrived in port on the Retribution.
I'm not familiar with it. I mean, I saw frescoes of it at the church orphanage, but I don't remember them telling us much about it.
I'm not surprised. Because it's on the Order's conscience, not the Church's. They send the galley called Retribution when there is a direct threat to the King's authority. Or the foundations of our faith are disrupted. No negotiations, no trials, fair or otherwise. Just divine retribution. At the tip of Order Knight swords.
And that happened on Greyshaft?
Unfortunately, yes. Those are bad memories, Tristan. Let's not stir them up.
Gellet, why are we sailing to Greyshaft?
Well, you sail to Greyshaft to make sure the ship reaches its shores safely. Then the crew will replenish the stores of water, and you'll sail back to a starter. But as for the Order's aims, that's not something you're entitled to know.
I thought we were speaking freely, and no titles.
Consider that a friendly answer. In any other case, I'd have punched you in the teeth for asking too many questions.
Well, it was lovely talking to you. I think I'll go lie down.
Wait. Now let me ask you a question of my own. That journal you keep. Do you really record every step you take as Wilbert commanded?
I'm trying my best.
Can I take a look? I'm curious.
Yes, of course.
Ha! Some adventure you've been having.
That's for sure.
Thank you for lightening my mood, Tristan. That's truly a luxury in our line of work.
Certainly, Gellert. Anytime.
All right, Tristan. You should get some rest. I'll see you in the morning.
Commander, I'll stand watch. I'm wide awake.
That won't be necessary. I have men to post. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. You should rest as well.
Oh, dang. Right now, okay, minor injury. You're likely to end up with more minor wounds than minor victories under your belt. These wounds slightly lessen your combat capabilities, but they'll heal on their own over time. But they'll heal on their own time. Do note that if you get another minor wound while wounded, your injuries will worsen and become a serious wound.
One almighty. This is our physician. Or was. What a nightmare.
Cartographer! Cartographer! Hey, you alright? You alive? I'm alive. I'm mostly alive. Ah, just going to rest a bit.
What happened? I remember people... a crash. Then I woke up ashore.
Fun, wasn't it? They were waiting for us. Caught us in an ambush like fish in a net. I think they hit the ship to make sure no one could escape.
An ambush? I thought this was a secret mission.
You thought right, cartographer. I hope we'll have time to ponder this idea again sometime. But no worries. Things aren't really all that bad.
Right. Couldn't be better.
Judge for yourself. You're alive, I'm alive, and we still have that scroll, which means we can get to the Order as planned. Just...
As planned? We have to get off this island. Everyone's dead.
Quit your complaining. Our mission is still to find Answer and give him the letter. Once it's in his hands, there'll be an Order ship to take you straight back to the capital. Perhaps there'll be a place for me on that ship too. One willing. Listen carefully, Tristan. As you can see, I'm in a bit of a mess. And I really don't want to kick the bucket here in this one forsaken cove. There was a physician on the ship with us, remember? He always wore a ridiculous hat.
How could I forget? All those jokes about us puking our guts up.
Yeah. So many of us were ready to kill him for those jokes. Look how things turned out. But anyways, you need to find his bag. It's big, with a belt strap. There should be a few healing potions inside in red flasks. They'll help stop the bleeding. Do you know any prayers to the One?
I know the last rites.
How appropriate. While you're looking for the bag, best pray that the potion flasks are all still in one piece. Because otherwise you'll have to go dig up his chest, which went down with his cabin on the ship. And I don't think I'll last long enough for you to find it. Come now. You set sail with us in search of adventure, did you not? Here's your first quest. Save this knight. Maybe eventually you'll get around to saving princesses.
Aha! One bottle's still intact. But just one.
Oh. Well, what's his face seems to be in worse shape than I am. I'm walking around.
I can manage. Here.
Did you find it? My hero. Ah, I feel better already. Thank you, Tristan. Now listen to me. I just need another minute here, then we'll get moving. The Order's headquarters on this island is north of here. Like I said before, we need to get this letter to their leader, Answer. And then you'll get on that ship. And who knows? Maybe I will too.
What happened to the men who ambushed us?
Ah, they're not around right now, so there's nothing to worry about. And anyways, counting you, there's two of us now. As my Uncle Tibor always said, one's an easy target, but two's trouble. So we'll be fine.
Did your uncle say anything about beaches covered in corpses?
When it comes to dead men's possessions, there's no superstition in a time of need. He runs a tavern on Greyshaft. Has tons of stories. So come on, grab yourself a weapon and bring me my sword. It's sticking out of that scum over there.
There's something engraved on the handle. To my favourite nephew from Uncle T. dead. But the potion... How?
Well, now we're alone.
The letter. He said that the Order would help me get home.
All right, we want to do one last look around in case something got knocked loose, like a bottle of milk, mushroom pie. Oh my. Okay, got plenty of yum-yums from that. Damn, this place got messed up. We're not done looking yet. They said it's north of here. That's a bug. Too bad you can't cook the bugs. Protein's protein. There's nothing else here. I know I don't have enough stamina to swim out to the ship because I've tried that before and it ends dismally. You do drown. I guess that would be a viable thing if you had it and you could dive down. Maybe you'd get more stores. It might be something to come back to once that's been built up. Okay, so I guess we've been through everything. Let's look and see what we got. I don't know why I don't... okay. What is this? Stamina potion. This is Peasant Lass. Cabbage pie. We're going to keep the stamina potion. Definitely want that. We'll keep the bottled milk too. Can we eat that? No, but we can. Eat that now, can't we? Well, that's a thirst quencher and restore stamina, so that's good. This does stamina also. That's immunity. This is going to quench thirst. Does health for 10. Does something for stamina. and health over time. So, good old plain old water. Who knew? All right. I guess we're ready to go. Do we have any... Nothing that we can spend on anything. Okay, here we go. Out into the bright, unknowable world. What adventures await us?
Farewell.
Why farewell? On the contrary. Hello there.
Oh,
my
thank
good
the
man.
one! Please help me, we were...
Yeah, he's kind of naive.
So, you're finally awake.
My head is killing me. Where am I?
On the island, of course. Greyshaft, in all its wretched beauty. The more important question here is who the depths are you?
My name's Tristan.
Hold it! Whatever comes after that I'm isn't anything I asked. My name's Nerest. You from the capital?
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
We've a sharp eye for outsiders here. You'll see. Luck's on your side, boy. There'll be nothing left but pieces to pick up of the others.
Do you know if anyone else made it out alive?
Unlikely. Your ship crashed so violently that I heard it all the way from here. Figured the noise came from the chasm. So this morning I took my cart over before any other well-wishers could beat me to it.
Well-wishers? Hang on. You were planning to rob our corpses, not help us?
When the sea brings something in, there's usually no one to help. Often can't even find enough to fill my cart.
What are you saying? If you got help right away, some of them might still be alive.
Keep your tongue in check, boy. You'd already be crab food yourself, if not for me. This is a wild place, a brutal place. I'm not ashamed of it. That's just how things are here. And us locals aren't too fond of anyone who doesn't know when to shut up.
Even when human lives are at stake.
Especially when human lives are at stake, you'll see. Anyways, I have work to do outside. Get yourself up. You'll find some old clothes of mine in that chest over there. Take a look. There might be something that'll fit. Once you're feeling up to it, come out to the yard and give me a hand.
Now this is elegant. Another little something the sea brought in. I need something to drink right now.
Damn, they took my water and all my other food. Ain't that a bitch? I thought that helped with, well, let's drink some milk. Here we go. At least that helped some, I guess. I don't know. All right. Don't have any attributes that we can do. We can't do that because we need dexterity 7. We have a dexterity of 5, so we need 2 more points for dexterity. What do we got here? Wolfsbane. That's health. We need... Doesn't this do water? No. Neither one of them does water. Only the milk does. Wow. I don't know where we're going to get more water from. That seems to be something of paramount importance. So I guess those are crafting supplies and I guess stuff that you can... This is a tool. Huh. I don't know what you do with some of that stuff. Okay. What are those damn bugs? Okay, there's no better weapon than one forged by your own hand. Use the anvil and crafting skills to make items using blueprints. A weapon you make yourself will have higher stats and lower requirements. If you can collect all the materials for it yourself, you can make a tidy profit too. The Master Blacksmith skill allows you to design and forge a unique sword. Adjust it to suit you perfectly and even strengthen it further. Okay, that's kind of interesting. What do you do with camp supplies? That's this. Always have some with you whenever you go into the forest. It says functional. I have no idea what you're supposed to do with that. What is this diagram? Mended old shirt. Study this to unlock the ability to make a new item. How do I study it? Slashing damage, blunt damage. Okay, let's save. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to study that. And one time I used something in this game and it just bloody disappeared. Okay. Unequip, remove item. I don't want to do that. You learned a new recipe. Okay, good. So you double click it with the left mouse button to learn it. The biggest issue is the ash. Oh, this talks about the ash and the fact that if you breathe it in, it solidifies you. Any liquid that it touches, it starts to solidify, and it's kind of icky. You can pause the video here and read that for yourself if you want. I've already read it. And the other book is basically a book in some language that I can't read that. I guess it's Latin, but I have no idea. Let's pick that up. Got all those carrots. Get as many goodies as we can, folks, because you need them. This is a harsh and brutal place. And there's no doubt about it, but it does pay to explore. Now you see this? Skill potion. So, let's see, what do we get for that? What is this skill potion? Grants 1 skill point, so we definitely want that. You gotta drink it, I guess. So, let's do Z. And we got a skill point. Attributes. It's not, that's kind of weird. Okay. I guess we got everything from over here. We need to go talk to that old guy. That's a bug. Take that cloth. Anything that you can pick up, you pick up. That's just the way it is in these games. Okay, what is this? Workbench. No need to prepare for a long journey or reinforce your armor. Workbench. A workbench is a great place to start. It allows you to craft bows and arrows as well as consumables. You can also fix up your clothes, improve your armor, or prepare important upgrade components for your gear. Yeah, that's nice. We don't have any skills to be able to do that right now. Oh. Okay. Let's, well, what's this? Nothing. Can we get up here? No. Okay. What do you want, old man?
About time. At this rate, I thought you wouldn't be up till evening.
I was barely alive just a short while ago, you know.
Don't know what this barely alive of yours is, Tristan. On Greyshaft, you're either alive or you're dead. You're...
I'll see. Right, I got it.
No one likes a smart ass, boy. But come now. Get to work. One good turn deserves another. You can start by moving these barrels. Put them behind the house, neatly. Once that's done, help me with the weeding. Nasty blighters are out of control. Then come talk to me, and I'll find something else for you to do.
Maybe I was better off drowning.
Fantastic!
Just checking to see if anything popped up after moving. This game has a thing about sometimes spawning stuff in after you've done something in an area. Alright. Let's,
Trousers? By the seven.
Okay, wisdom comes with age. When you level up, you gain 3 stat points that you can spend in the stats section. You also receive 1 skill point, which you can spend on the many combat and non-combat skills if you have access to a teacher and a certain amount of gold. Damn.
And what a stink! What kind of person throws something like this in someone else's yard?
Can't see a single tuft in a fog like this.
Alright. What is this? Soiled trousers. Why did you pick them up? You can't sell them, huh? What is the Storm Winds of War? And so Lord Eric resorted to trickery. Having captured the royal flagship in one of the skirmishes, he kept his royal flag up and sailed it right to the harbor of Astara. His plan was simple. According to the reports he received, while the capital's guards were posted by the water, the capital itself was only protected by the city guard, making this the perfect opportunity to strike. But the temperamental weather foiled his plans once more. The raging storm spat out Eric's ship right in front of the Guardian of Dawn. The Greyshaft crew, named the Royal Men of War, after the victory at Astara, saw through the Tantroy's ruse, engaging the flagship and boarding it. It was an arduous and bloody fight. Everybody knew what was at stake. 36 of the men of war survived, defeating the rebels and slaying the imprudent Lord Protector. News of their victory spread throughout the kingdom like wildfire. Even the clouds parted, giving the people hope for peace. For the first time in its history, Tantarus accepted defeat and bent the knee to the crown. The Stormwind War was over. Okay. All right, let's, where'd this guy go? There he is. Can we get, is that something? No, all right, here we go.
What's that? Done with everything?
Do you have any idea who might be tossing soiled trousers into your yard?
Ah, that vile stench is going to ruin my nice-smelling plants. Ah, go get to work.
Have you lived here long?
Oh, at least 10 years now. I was a sailor before that, travelled around. Once I met my lady here on Greyshaft, I kept coming back. Once I could tell me old bones couldn't take much more of the ocean winds, I came ashore for good. My son had been born here by that point too, a feisty little thing, like you. So I had to marry his mother.
Was she happy about that?
Course she was. I built this house myself too, so we could live together here. In truth, the Grey took her afterwards. So me and my son...
Why'd you draw that thing on your face?
Ha! Capital, boy! This thing is the Royal Man of War, the symbol of Greyshaft's shipboard fighting forces.
Did you do a lot of shipboard fighting?
You bet your arse I did. I was at my peak then. The Stormwind's War had just started. The men of war are the best of the best. Good as 10 men. Always at the vanguard of the fleet. The elite in a sea of scum. Ah, those were the days. Back before the men of war were disbanded. Thanks for your service. Greyshaft will never forget you, all that. Wasn't long before they did forget us. But we still follow our most important rule.
What's the rule?
To help our own, what else? There aren't too many men of war left, and bad things can happen to anyone, as you yourself know too well. If I see someone with a man of war on his face in a tough spot, my duty is to do everything I can to help him, even if it means putting my own life on the line, even when it comes to drunken brawls.
Hey, do you have anything for pain? My head is killing me.
Got some vodka? But work comes first. Those logs over there.
No, Debs, take your vodka. I mean, some kind of decoction, or... Do you have any wolfsbane?
I've got a stiff apple decoction that's strong enough to blow the shell off a snapper. How's that sound?
Forget it. Thanks for nothing.
Suit yourself. But your bandages really do need changing. Know how?
No.
Well then, listen up. You'll need some cloth, preferably clean. If the piece is too wide, rip it into strips. When you're ready to change the dressing, hold them like this and fully cover the wound. Then fix it into place so it doesn't shift around. And you're golden.
Got it. Thanks.
So it looks like I either gained some bandages or learned how to do something.
That's a nice knife you have there.
Did you rifle through the whole house? Give me that.
It was just laying next to some bottles.
Sure. I know what you're thinking, and it's not stolen. My son gave it to me when I came back from the sea. He said, phrased it so nicely, "You're me and Mum's captain, and a captain should always have a sturdy knife."
Sounds darling. Where's your son now?
Gone. Once he was old enough, he joined the local guard. Patrolled the area. He wanted to earn money and be able to see us more often. Then his unit went to flush out a gang that had holed up in the swamp somewhere. They went deep into the marsh and, well, never returned. No one ever saw that gang again either. It's been 5 years.
Did you go looking for them?
Of course we did. First, all of us, and the other guards tore the swamps apart. Then eventually, it was just the relatives of the missing men out searching. Then, finally, I was the only one still scouring the swamps and the surrounding areas, like a damned fool, asking everyone I met, "Have you seen my boy?" About this tall, with a kerchief in his neck, a red one. I've long since stopped going out to the swamps, so take this knife, boy. It's just keeping my old wounds open. I'm sure my son would approve of me giving it to someone in his hour of need. He was always kind-hearted, always loved helping people. You know how to use it?
Don't hold it by the pointy end, right?
Must be feeling better if you're up to cracking jokes. But if you're not handy with weapons, I suggest making it your first priority to find someone to teach you. On Greyshaft, it's kill or be killed.
Listen, all you've been saying, Greyshaft this, Greyshaft that, wretched beauty, kill or be killed. Does anyone sane live here, or are you all criminals?
Well, first of all, thanks a lot.
I didn't...
And second of all, you're not far off. Greyshaft has fallen on hard times of late. The mines have shut down, and there's no work. The people have been scratching their heads trying to figure out how to survive. And to top it off, the authorities raise taxes so the capital might pat them on the head like good little dogs. So a lot of folk turn to highway robbery, taking up steel or sticks, or whatever they could find, and preying on the weak. The guards started fighting back, and the whole situation just keeps getting worse and worse. Hard times, eh? Hard times indeed.
I'm done.
That's what you think. Go tidy up inside.
No, old man, that's enough. You certainly helped me out of a tough spot, but I'm not your hired cleaner.
Look at the manners on this one. All right, don't bother scrubbing the floor. You'd just be spreading the dirt around anyways. Just bring out the empty bottles from inside, and we'll call it even. You can handle a few glass bottles, right?
Just collect the empty bottles and bring them outside.
That's what I said.
Then I can handle it, yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay, we got all the empty bottles. So I guess we can see, we can't maybe I need to take that off. Alright, let's see. Alright. So we got something that's got a little more oomph to it. I wish there was something we can do with nothing there, nothing there, and the only thing we can do is that bloody shirt. So let's put our bloody pants back on. Attributes. For this we need a 7 dexterity, so we're going to drop 2 in dexterity. I'm not sure about the other ones. No, insight comes out a lot. Alright, let's do that. Skills. We got 2 skill points, but it doesn't look like we can learn anything. I don't understand. One-handed unlocks basic combat training. Well, that says learn, but it's not letting me do that. Alright, well, let's see. Journal. A dirty secret. Well, I don't think there's anything I can do with that, so let's return to nearest. Just let's go inside one last time, make sure we got everything we can get from the old boy. Getting into that. There's nothing over there. All right. Besides easing your hunger, a good meal can also give you the strength to achieve great things. The higher your survival skill, the more types of food you can cook over fire. All foods fall into one of 2 categories. Snacks can be prepared beforehand and stocked for the road, where they can reinvigorate you when needed. Meals, including breakfast, lunches, and dinners, are cooked over a fire and consumed immediately, providing you with substantial, long-lasting bonuses. Okay. Can I cook something? Like you told me about. Oh, here we go. I don't need to cook that right now. We'll worry about that later.
What's that? Done with everything?
Your bottles, nearest.
That's done then. Thanks for your help.
You know, it's not really my business, but isn't that kind of a lot of bottles? I mean, there's only so much drink the body can handle.
You're right, Tristan. It's certainly none of your business.
Well, dang. Insight 8, gold 150, and we definitely don't have any gold. Isn't that a mother? Okay.
Can we talk?
Right then.
I got something to ask.
Aye, spit it out.
How do I get off this island?
You don't.
Stop messing with me, Nearest. It's a serious question.
I'm being serious. The brainy bastards up in the capital said the volcanoes are bound to erupt this year. So the last trade ship kissed Greysharp goodbye a month ago. It's every island for themselves these next 6 months. Well, for the most part. Could still be some reckless old salt in our harbour who would raise anchor for the right price. But we both know you're poorer than a pikefish right now. Sure, you might have a golden gemstone chamber pot in a starter, but no one here will give you the time of day while you're tramping about in me old rags.
So I've got to stay with you for the next 6 months, holding hands and waiting out the blight together.
By the one, do you have rat meat for brains, boy? I pulled you out of trouble. You worked off your debt. We're square.
I'm not keen on being your nursemaid. Barely enough room here for me as it is. I'll say this, you need to go to the city. If you follow the path from here, it'll take you to an abandoned village. Don't turn off the path, just keep going. You'll need to go through a small ravine, then pass by a ruin that looks about to fall over. Just past that, you'll see a guard tower. Then you're bound to run into some good people who can tell you the best way to the city from there. Someone might even lead you there, if you have coin to spare.
And what do I do there? Start begging?
The Order is in the city, Tristan. Don't think I didn't notice the insignia on your companions on the beach. So it's not hard to guess who holds your passage home. Although it's not guaranteed, of course.
What are you trying to say?
Hard times have fallen on the Order of the Seven here, just as they have on all of Greyshaft. The Order's knights have seen better days, even if they have a ship, even if they're willing to risk heading out to sea despite the volcanoes. A spot on that ship would cost you a lot. The Order may have gone soft, but they know their worth. It'll take more than money to stir them up, and they won't be moved by empty tales. And you, as we both know, have nothing.
Hold on, but I do have something. I had a letter with me. The commander wanted to deliver it to the local chapter of the Order.
Did you lose it?
I had it with me. Nearest, you didn't...
Listen here, you had nothing back on that beach. Not even boots on your feet. I'd better not be hearing you call me a thief to my face while you're wearing my fecking trousers. The only thing keeping me from making you take them off and kicking you out is that you seem like a decent man, if stupid. I'll pretend I didn't hear that, but only this once. Are we clear?
Right, sorry, Nearest.
Sorry, he says. All right, enough of that. I'd say you're onto something with the letter. Must be something important if they were trying that hard to deliver it. Maybe even important enough to barter for passage back to the capital. But the Order won't help you with your search. You need local people. Greyshaft people. Do you remember what the men who attacked you look like? Can you describe them?
Well, I remember one. He had shaggy red hair and a beard down to here. And the other one was almost entirely bald, but his head was tiny, with big ears sticking out like a hobster's.
That's something, at least. Try and find one of the freemen.
Freemen?
That's what the free hunters call themselves. They're a local commune of sorts. Claim to live by a code of justice, but if you ask me, their justice is pretty selective. That's beside the point. They know a lot about what goes on around here. Try and tell them your story. They might just help you. Decide for yourself if you want to mention the letter or not. I've no advice for you there. Right then, that's all I have to say. Farewell, Tristan. Luck be with you.
Farewell, Nearest. And thanks again for everything.
Oh, and one more thing.
What?
No matter what happens, stay on the path.
Okay, we got a new journal entry. The long road home. Reach the harbor and try to make a deal. Nearest parting words left much to be desired. It's unlikely anyone will want to go to sea with what with the volcanoes and all. The Order might help me, but I don't have the letter anymore, and I doubt whoever I encounter first will know where to find those bandits, memorable as they were. Nearest suggests asking the freemen, but they seem like rough folk too. Maybe the Order is my best bet after all. Greyshaft's harbor still seems like the most obvious way to leave the island. I should ask around and see if I can strike a deal with one of the captains. Anyway, I have to go. The old man told me to follow the path past the abandoned village, straight through the ravine until I see the guard tower. There I should ask the way to the city and decide what to do next. Okay. So we're going to close that there. And we're going to save this here. And then we're going to pick it back up. And continue with our adventure. Alright, so this is Old Man Alchemist. I hope you guys have been enjoying our initial episode of Ash and Steel. And we're going to continue and play through the demo as much as we can. In a day or two, what is today? Wednesday the 22nd, so what is it? In 2 days, Outer Worlds 2 is going to drop. I bought the deluxe, so I'll be able to start playing 5 days earlier, you know, whatever their Ultimate Edition thing is called. So that'll be Friday, 12 midnight Eastern time is when it drops. The 24th, 12 midnight. So, alright, so anyway, hope you guys have been enjoying this. Until next time, stay cool and peace.